Okay, what's up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a second video on SBCs. I'm going to be completing the more expensive ones today. So Philipp Lahm and XABI Alonso both have new premium SBC end of an era player items. And I've got to say, both of them with their stats look absolutely fantastic. So pretty happy and definitely want to get these guys into my ultimate team, into my Bundesliga side. So gonna go ahead and complete both of these SBCs. Now, what you're gonna need for, let's go for Philipp Lahm to start things off, is you're going to need an 84 overall rated team. Now with that, you're going to need to have at least one team of the week or red FUT champions player. So like an inform or a red inform, whatever you want to use, whatever you've got in your club. Next up, you're going to need 3 team of the season players. Now this is where I might recommend that you guys hold off a few days, because team of the season players have all risen in price up to like 40,000+ coins, whereas literally a couple of hours ago they were all 25k, 30k. So maybe that will happen again in a few days time. They'll all start to drop a little bit. You do need a ones to watch player, which is probably why you should have completed that SBC the other day, El Rondo. I'm pretty sure it's still there for you guys to complete. Get yourself a one to watch player that you can stick into your team, and well, as you said, 70 chemistry and an 84 rated squad. So this right here is the team that I've put together, and I'm going to go through why I've chosen to use it. So I started off in the Premier League with a ones to watch Mustafi, because he is the guy that I packed the other day, and as you can see, he's untradeable, so I'm happy to get rid of him. He doesn't have any value to me because I'm never going to use him. I'm definitely happy to get rid of Mustafi. Then I thought, okay, we need an 84 rated overall squad. How do we get some rating in here? Of course, TOTS is going to help us. So I went onto the market. I've sort of ran out of TOTS players that I can just happily use. And I went onto the market, started looking for TOTS players, and realized that, yeah, they're all expensive. So try and get the cheapest ones possible. I was checking the market, and I eventually got this 87 rated Argentine player, which led me to then try and get another Argentine player to get chemistry, and I got this guy for pretty cheap as well, like 40k. That was literally what I was paying for both of these guys, 40k. And then I tried to get another team of the season player, like have a trio, like try and get, is this Acuna? No, it's not. This is Rigoni. I tried to get Acuna's team of the season, but of course he's a bit higher rated, a little bit more expensive, that type of thing. And then I noticed that this guy was popping up literally for like 12k, and that would be my inform side of the team done, and a nice little triangle of chemistry. So I've gone with Argentine League players here, and that's 40, 80, and then about 92,000 coins for that. I then needed another TOTS player, but I thought I'll come back to that later once I realise like the sort of rating and stuff that I need. And I continued building Premier League. I even put like an 88 rated Lloris in here, because if you start using 84s and 85s at this point in time, they're pretty expensive. And someone like Lloris, he was 19k for me back in the day. He doesn't have much of a value to me. I'm never really going to use him since I've just got Butland and I already own De Gea and stuff like that. So, whereas if you were to buy an 85 rated player in the Premier League right now, he's probably like 12 or 13k, and you'd need a couple of them to help get the rating up. I'm just going to use Lloris, and then it literally allows me to use like lower rated players like this. And because I have an 88 rated player here, 2 87s in my team of the season, an 84 inform, and 85 ones to watch, it allows me to literally just use a bronze team of the season, which costs me like 15 to 20k, something like that, which means that you can pay less for your team of the season item, because obviously these ones are going to cost you 40 to 50k right now, so you can pay less for your item. So that was like my thought process behind it, and as you can see, we do have an 84 rating overall, and we will get ourselves a special Lahm right now, which is pretty cool because he's a solid right back in the Bundesliga. So overall, these players don't have much of a value to me. Like, untradeable player here, not much value in Lloris to me, and I think he helps bring the overall cost of it down, simply because he's one expensive player. Then you can get like Darmian, Clichy, Dele Alli. Like, these players aren't expensive, but it's the special items and the 188 that's probably going to cost you a little bit more. But of course, one of your team of the seasons is going to be distinctly cheaper. It is for a little bit anyway, unless a lot of people watch this video, for example. So, going to go ahead and submit this and get myself a Philipp Lahm. buzzing for that because he is a complete and utter legend of the game, and he's going to have some crazy stats as well. So, of course, he's in Bayern colours, number 21, and he's holding a massive bunch of flowers, which looks kind of weird. But look at the stats on this guy. He's a 95 rated right back. That's absolutely crazy. He's got 89 pace. I'm pretty sure this one completely annihilates his team of the season version. So I'll stick him into the club. We'll take a more in-depth look at him in a little bit. It's time to complete XABI Alonso, however, right now. So this is the one that I put the ratings and the players together for first. So it had more of the stuff from in my club. So like it had a Janssen. I did buy this Augustinsson or whatever because I figured Sweden, they could link together. I can just rebuy Janssen for Fatal. And I had an untradeable Italian out here. Untradeable Adariz. Untradeable, is this Ricardo Pereira? I nearly said Danilo Pereira. So my thought process is I saw that you need, of course, one inform. I knew that I had a Pereira untradeable in my club. Like, he literally can't go up on the market. And he's a pretty high rating. You need an 85 overall team for this particular SBC. And, well, you also need an ultimate screen player, which luckily in marquee matchups you can get. So go ahead and complete marquee matchups for an untradeable ultimate screen player, and hope and pray that you get a player like I get right here in Adariz. Nice high rated one for me to submit in an SBC. And then so I put him in, I put Pereira in, and then I worked on my team of the season items, which was Griffo, Augustinsson. Griffo's untradeable as well, as you can see, just to prove again. Adariz untradeable. So this is really not going to cost me too much at all. I then decided that I went down the route of using Buffon and Bonucci, and then I realized, well, Bonucci's going to give me way too high of a rating. I already have an SBC Buffon, so I'm happy to get rid of this 88 Buffon in order to use lower rated players for the rest of the squad in the likes of Astori, Florenzi, Fernandinho, and Guay, however you say his name. Use Santi Cazorla to like link people up a little bit. Now the only thing is with this particular squad, and it's probably a bit weird, like you might need loyalty. I've got loyalty on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the players, and I've got 70 chem, which is the minimum that you need. So that's just me giving you a heads up right now. You might be able to like bring Santi Cazorla down to a centre mid, make this guy a right winger, and then a left winger over here, and that might help you with the chemistry, but you may need some loyalty. And this whole SBC anyway is a little bit sort of it's a little bit more tailored to what you have in your club with as regards to like an ultimate screen player, because like this is a complete mismatch, right? And it will be if you watch like Nep's video or Bateson's video. It'll be a complete mismatch to what they've got in their club. So hopefully you've gone ahead and completed the recent SBCs to get yourself the ultimate screen. Hopefully you have a couple of TOTS players. Don't forget that, you know, if you're someone that has won the team of the season tournaments and you don't use Marquinhos, Nacho Fernandez, Rudy, all of those players, that you could of course get rid of them as nice cheap ways to help bring the price down. But of course you then lose that team of the season player that you worked quite hard for just to get yourself this XABI Alonso. You got to weigh it up. Decide whether or not this sort of stuff is right for you, you know, whether or not you can afford it, whether or not you really need a XABI Alonso in your club. I definitely don't, but I'm gonna get him anyway just because I really want him, and I wanna like use him and see what he's like. You know, it's a XABI Alonso, complete and utter legend of the game. But yeah, fair warning on this one right now is that you probably need a little bit of loyalty, and then, or however, just maybe use like someone slightly different on the inform side of things. Maybe you can get an 84 rated inform from Italy here, and then all you got to do is get like, I don't know, an 81 rated right winger. Let's, for instance, you could get like Jesus Navas on the right hand side here, which would link to the Premier League and get a strong link to both Fernandinho and a weak link to Adariz, bringing both of their chemistry up somewhat. And then an 84 rated centre back here, or an 84 rated right back here who's in form. Could definitely, like, it just gives you a different option, and you'll probably be much better with chemistry. However, you might not need loyalty at that point, which is good. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this one. I've been definitely waffling on for a long time, but I'm just trying to, like, tell you guys what goes through my head when I'm completing these SBCs, and to definitely try and get you guys to use as much stuff that's in your club as opposed to going out on the market and picking stuff up whilst there is hype and player prices go up, you know, make the most of what you've got in your club. So we have a legendary 94 rated XABI Alonso in the... Oh my god, look at them stats. He's got 98 passing, 90 shooting. He's going to be a bit of a beast. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure he's got like 78 stamina, which is definitely not too bad at all. And low medium work rates means he's not going to be moving about a whole bunch, which probably will mean that he's completely fine in game. I'll stick him into the club. Now it's time to move over to my Bundesliga side and stick them in there. Let's quickly go over to Bundes and let's take a look. So I've already got a very stacked Bundesliga team, right? So what we could do now is move Plattenhardt to left back and keep the Tots. I prefer Tots, Plattenhardt to regular Alaba. We'll stick Alaba on the bench. See the crazy strikers I've got on the bench here that don't even make it into the starting 11. That's a bit nuts, isn't it? And then we're probably going to take out Arturo Vidal for now, just because like I really like Naby Keita. So we'll bring in the special right back in my club, who is going to be Philipp Lahm. Damn, that looks good. And then I think he's a CDM, right? So we'll go special midfielder, low to high. And that might mean... Oh, I need to go Bundesliga, obviously. Damn, where are you? Bundesliga, there we go. So, we have ourselves a 94 rated XABI Alonso, who I'm instantly going to move up to CM, because like that's where I'm going to be playing him. Let's go for a little strong link over to his teammate Philipp Lahm. Oh, look at that trio. Or if we did that, we've got the trio of Team of the Season Premium SBC. Oh, it looks good. It looks very, very good. So Philipp Lahm himself is a 95 rated with 98 dribbling, 98 defending as well, 97 passing. Those are some pretty crazy stats, and I'm sure that annihilates his Team of the Season. And then, of course, we've got XABI Alonso, who is 94 rated with 91 dribbling, 90 shooting, 98 passing, 94 defending, 88 physical, and he's nearly a member of Club 80. That pace, on basic chemistry style, that pace is going to take him over 80, meaning that he will be a Club 80 player. So I will go ahead and use these guys. Maybe I'll make a video about them at some time very soon. I'll probably review them. It's probably difficult to review a right back and a CDM or a CM, but I'll give it a go anyway. So make sure you subscribe to FUTWIZ, of course, for my official player review of these guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope it was useful and lets you know that just try and use the stuff that's in your club in order to get these players. Have a great day. Smash a like on the video if you found it useful. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.